Hello and welcome to my channel Zucker Cooks. I'm Adela. Today we're making a one-pot lasagna. As you know, most lasagnas, they involve with a big amount of time that you need to put everything together, and you have a lot of pots and pans around and whatnot, and it takes forever. Well, this is a quick one pan lasagna that is done within probably about an hour, and it's quick to make. And if you have something else in the oven, no worries, because this one does not go in the oven. So this is a fast way of making lasagna, your favorite lasagna, and let me show you how I make mine. So here I have my ingredients. So I have some extra virgin olive oil, some oregano, some basil, some chili peppers, a medium yellow onion diced, 4 cloves of garlic minced, a big can of crushed tomatoes. You can also use whole tomatoes, peeled. It's up to you. I prefer the crushed ones. I have mozzarella that I shredded out of a big block that I have, and I shred it. I put them in vacuum bags, I freeze them, and then I'll take them out when I need it. And so the pieces are still a little frozen, but the good thing about frozen cheese, it thaws out very fast. So by the time I need it, it's going to be good to go. I have some ricotta cheese. You can also use either mascarpone or even cream cheese. So this is like half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. I like to add a little extra because I like the flavor in the lasagna. And then I have hot sausage. You can use regular sausage. We just prefer the hot one because we like it spicy. And we have the oven-ready lasagna noodles, and these don't need to be pre-cooked. They just cook in the pan with the liquids of the lasagna itself. So let's get started. All right, so I have my iron skillet here, and it's heating up, and it's already nice and warm. So I'm going to add my olive oil. And then spread it around, and to this I'm going to add my sausage. Just break it down. You can also use this device, which helps breaking down ground meat, and I love it. I usually use it when I make tacos or any recipe that requires the ground meat to be really minced and small. You don't want big chunks. So I use this device, and it does a superb job. All right, so I'm just gonna keep doing this until it's all evenly cooked, and then we'll go to the next step. So the sausage has been cooking for about 4 or 5 minutes, and I like to leave it a little extra so it actually catches the brown color, and you know what that means. That's all flavor. So I'm gonna reduce the heat. I'm gonna take out the meat, put it in the bowl, and go from there. So now I took out all the sausage, This sausage didn't leave much oil. Normally I just use up the grease of the sausage because there's more flavor. So I added some more olive oil, and I'm gonna add my onions. And my garlic. Now just let it saute. I'm gonna leave it for a couple of minutes. It's been about 4 or 5 minutes. This looks ready for the next step. So I'm gonna add some chili flakes, like a pinch or optional, depending on how spicy you like it. I'm gonna add the crushed tomatoes. I'm gonna add the meat, the sausages. I'm using the Italian type Marzano tomatoes, and I tell you, they smell so good. A little more expensive than regular, but I think it's worth it. I'm gonna add like a teaspoon of oregano, give or take, or as much as you like, and some basil. You can add fresh basil leaves. Preferably fresh is always better. I don't have any on hand, so I'm using dry basil, sweet basil. So now I'm gonna give it a mix, and I'm gonna let it cook for about 5-10 minutes. Medium-low heat. All right, I forgot to add some salt and pepper. So and you can add as much as you like. It's optional, preference. We like it flavorful, spicy. Then you can always taste it and see where we're at. Just remember, you may want the sauce just slightly salty, because we're adding the cheese and the noodles, and they'll absorb some of the salt. So yep, just let it cook for 4 or 5 minutes and we'll be back. All right, so it's been simmering for about 4 or 5 minutes and it looks ready for the next step. So we're gonna take the noodles, and I'd like to start with the whole ones, and all I'm doing is pushing down to the bottom and then move over the meat on top of it and cover it. So I start with whole sheets. Here's another one. Push it in and cover it. And I may get another one over here. Push it in. Cover it. That's the first layer, and if you like, you can do like break some into pieces and do the sides to kind of cover that area. Just push it in, add some of the sauce on top, and the same thing on this side. Push it in. Cover with the meat. And you can go with as many layers as your meat sauce allows. So now I'm going to go this way. Over here. Cover it. One on this side and cover it. And some over here. Over here. And just cover it. Make sure it's completely covered so that it can actually cook. If it's not covered, it may stay crunchy, and that's not what we want. So I think I'm good with what I have right now. Now I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it cook for about, let's say 12 minutes or so at a low setting. So after about 12 minutes, it looks like this. Now we're going to add the mascarpone or cream cheese or whatever it is that you decided to add. Something like this. Kind of spread it a little bit. You can add more or less. It's really preference. And then we're going to top it with mozzarella. Again, as much as you like. I like it cheesy. So here we go. And I think this is plenty. So I'm going to cover it and I'm going to cook it, let it melt and be all gooey and yummy for a couple of minutes. And we'll be back. All right, and this looks done. So at this point you can put fresh basil. I don't have fresh one on hand right now, so I'm just gonna sprinkle with a little dry sweet basil. Make it look pretty and flavorful. And there, that's it. There's your one pot lasagna. It's delicious and easy to make. If you can't use the oven or don't want to use the oven, there you go. You can use it on the stove. I hope you like it. Give me a like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.